Why do bad things happen to good people? It's a question that's going to come up at some point in your life, if not several points in your life. It's a very depressing question, and it could make you very mad at life, mad at God if you believe in that. And it's understandable because you see some things in this world and you say, oh my God, it's not right. So I've pondered on that question. This is what I've come up with. The first thing is, there's three things I came up with. The first thing is you're never going to fully understand life. Whether you have the highest IQ or the lowest IQ, no matter who you are in life, no one can fully understand everything. For whatever reason, that's just it. So I say that because at a certain point, you just can't overthink the question. It's just life. For whatever reason, no one fully understands. Doesn't matter what philosophy, doesn't matter what intelligence, it doesn't matter. You're just not going to be able to fully, Elon Musk, Albert Einstein, all these people have certain levels of intelligence and certain philosophers, but no one fully understands everything. So you got to let it go at a certain point. The number two conclusion that I've come up to this answer is when I was in the gym today, I saw someone with a disability. And I said to myself, wow, I'm like upset about certain things in life that aren't playing out exactly how I would like. I feel like they're not right because, I didn't do anything wrong in that area and it should be going good, but it's not going good. But I say to myself, damn, how can I complain? This person has it worse than me in many regards. And everyone in their own way, I'm sure, can look at other people in their circumstance that they're struggling with. And you say, wow, they have hardships or more hardships than me. Some people lose their children. Some people lose their spouse. Some people lose a lot of money. Some people lose things. I mean, it's just whatever it is. Every scenario is different. Some people, again, have physical disabilities. Some have mentally. All these different scenarios. Now, we all have something, hardships. So I'm saying that to say you just look around at life and you realize, well, if I start to question why do bad things happen to good people, and then I'm internalizing that because I'm thinking about sometimes in my life that I was done wrong, I got to look around and say, well, other people I'm sure have that question too, and they have it worse than me. So the number three final conclusion that I've come up regarding the question, why do bad things happen to good people, is that no one's truly good. It's quoted that supposedly even Jesus said that when people were saying good things about him. He goes, why do you call me good? No one's truly good. And sometimes I cringe a little bit when people say, oh my God, that's such a good soul. That's such a good person. Now, at the same time, sometimes I say that myself as far as like, well, that's one of the good ones. So I do think it's positive to encourage people to say, that's a good person or whatever to a certain degree. But even sometimes I check people, even like when someone will call me good, I say, well, we all got our issues. I try to humble myself and I try to remember that. So, because you don't want to put anyone on a pedestal. Because everyone, I don't care who they are, how much great things they've done, everyone has failed at some point, at some level, whether you see it or whether you don't. It doesn't mean there isn't, good and bad per se. Some people have a lot more good in them than bad, but everyone has some bad. So you just try to remember that because, no one's truly good. But, you do see some of the good ones get screwed sometimes. But again, you got to let it go. Back to conclusion number one. I mean, you can't fight the world as far as overthinking it too much because it's a no-win. Just try to do what you can to make your life better, those that you are around better, using your gifts and talents in a positive, productive way. And that makes the world better, and the world does get better if you look at the history of human nature, the history of humans throughout time. Overall, much of the human condition has gotten a lot better through people making it better. And so there is good, or else, society will be totally barbaric. You wouldn't be watching the internet with some of the comforts of your life. You would be fighting in the jungle for food. But chances are, if you're watching this on your phone, you're going to throw out food today. You're going to, sleep in a comfortable situation today. You probably have temperature control, or you probably have the ability to go to a modern gym or a modern cafe. You have the ability to do a lot of things, that a lot of people didn't throughout human history. So, I say all that to say, that's it. I mean, that's the bottom line. I mean, you can jazz it up for an hour-long lecture, but this question is one of the biggest questions you'll come across for yourself and other people in discussion in human history. As long as we live, the question will be, why do bad things happen to good people? And sometimes there is an answer. I mean, sometimes you'll see an injustice, you got to work on that injustice. Sometimes you'll see, and that's why I tell you, take the promotion. That's why I tell you, get involved as far as like doing stuff in the world, as far as, within your reach of the world. Because if you don't take the promotion, or if you don't get involved in something, right? It's like someone I knew, like they never worked and they would always complain about customer service. Well, if you really feel that you're getting an injustice, why don't you go work in customer service? Why don't you go work in the fast food restaurant and make that better? It's like everything else. But, you're not called to do everything. I don't want to lie to you either. It's like, you'll see some communities, I tell you, just get out of Dodge. Some don't try to get on the HOA, just get the hell out of the HOA, because some communities, I mean, you ain't going to change. It's like, you got to figure that out for you. Everyone's on their own journey. But either way, I hope you appreciate this video. I hope my videos provide value to you. If you do and you want to support the channel, click that blue join or click the join button. Click the super thanks, click the thumbs up, share the video, leave a comment, positive one, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.